I woke up early in the morning after having an amazing sex dream. I could feel the warmth between my legs and immediately knew what I had to do. I got out of bed and called my mom, who had already left for work. "Mommy, I feel sick. Can I stay home?" She gave me her approval, and I hung up, excited for the day ahead. I ran to the bathroom and stripped off my pajamas. I looked at myself in the mirror, my long brown hair cascading down my back, my deep green eyes that hid my sexy secrets, my perky B-cup breasts, my hairless pussy, and my perfectly toned and lightly tanned body. I've been told that I'm hot on several occasions, so I just work with it. I ran my hands from my neck, all down my body to my thighs. I ran them back up to my breasts and pinched my rock-hard nipples. I let out a small moan and quickly got into the shower before I went any further. I had a shower and washed my hair, letting the soap suds run down my body and the hot water spray against my B-cups. My nipples were so hard and sensitive, and the hot water felt so good beating against them. After I had my shower, I got out and dried myself off. I dried my hair and curled it into big, sexy curls before doing my makeup. Big, sexy, smoky eyes, deep red lips. I then went to get dressed. I got out my school uniform from when I was in 8th grade. Being in grade 12 now makes it nice and tight and short. I pulled on a black lace thong and didn't worry about a bra. I pulled on the short plaid skirt that now barely covered my ass, then buttoned up the white dress shirt that was tight around my boobs. I undid a few buttons to let my boobs hang out a little. After I pulled up my knee-high white socks and put on a pair of black pumps, I looked at myself in the mirror. Perfect, I said to myself. I looked like such a little slut. I walked over to my bed and bent down, feeling my ass being exposed. I grabbed a box from underneath my bed and opened it up. My eyes lit up with excitement. Inside the box was my secret stash of toys. 4 dildos, 2 vibrators, anal beads, and a video camera. I set up the video camera at the end of my bed and switched it on. Then I laid down on my bed, and my thong was wet, already soaking. I spread my legs open and slipped my thong to the side. I lightly touched my clit and let out a gasp. It felt so good to finally get some attention down there. I rubbed my fingers in slow circular motions, teasing myself. I began to moan and rhythmically rock my hips with the motion of my hand. With my other hand I slipped open my shirt and pinched my right nipple. I was moaning louder now. My hand was covered in my juices as I slowly slid one finger into my pussy. I was teasing myself, making sure I only moved slowly and gently. I slowly slid one more finger in, and then another. With 3 fingers in my pussy, I started to finger fuck myself, slowly at first, but gradually getting faster. I couldn't take it anymore. I was moaning, begging myself to give in. I grabbed the biggest dildo out of the box and quickly shoved it all the way into my pussy, all 11 inches of it. I let out a gasp and a deep moan in pleasure. I pulled it almost all the way out, nice and slow, feeling the veins on the outside rub against my pussy walls, before shoving it hard and fast all the way back in. I moaned with even thrust of the dildo. I got faster and faster, screaming and moaning in pleasure. I knew I was about to come, so I teased myself and stopped. I took the dildo out and licked it clean of my sweet juices before replacing it in the box. I picked up my anal beads and rubbed it along the outside of my slit to get it nice and juiced up. Then one by one, I slipped each ball into my ass. I moaned as I felt each one pop in. Then I leaned over and grabbed my vibrator and turned it on. It was pulsing in my hand, and I ran it down between my boobs and along my stomach to rest on the mound above my pussy. I hovered it right above my clit for a few moments before moving it that one final inch. I pushed it onto my clit and rubbed it in circles. I was moaning so loud now. I pushed the vibrator even further into my pussy. I slid it inside and turned the speed up. I fucked myself hard and fast with the vibrator moaning so loud I'm sure my neighbors could hear. I sped it up as fast as I could go and brutally fucked myself with it, screaming and moaning. I couldn't take it anymore. My entire body shook as the orgasm took over. come flooding out all over my hand, I lay breathless for a moment before taking out my anal beads and turning off the camera, satisfied. For now, at least.